Something real quick.
Something real quickly. Something real,
Something really,
real
really, really quick.
quickly.
Something quick, quick.
Work
Waffle
real
House. Waffle House. Ben
quicker.
and Jerry's. Waffle House. Ben and Jerry's. Waffle House. Jen and Berries.
Jen and Jen and berries. 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 Jen and
Gin
berries.
and juice. Gin and juice.
Jen and berries. Um. Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of Goth Yearbook After Hours. Is your host as always, Eric, aka the Eric Wynn. And with me, as always, is that hostess with the most, is Caitlin, aka the Caitlin D. Caitlin, how is it hanging?
Hi. What if I talked like that?
Hi.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with people that talk like that. How dare you suggest that there is? I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent, my friend. It's a Sunday evening. Um, we're on the precipice of fucking December. We almost made it, guys. We're almost out of this year. One of the wildest years.
Indeed, it was just Thanksgiving. This is going to be a Patreon only episode, but we are, I guess, live on YouTube. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am continuing. I worked on Sundays. I always worked on Sundays, except obviously when the spa wasn't open, and the spa is open right now. So it's funny because we're about to go into our second major lockdown, and they're like, don't have Thanksgiving with your family, don't do anything, but I can massage a stranger that I met 5 minutes earlier just because they're not running a fever, you know?
Right. All the news reports, it's really funny. In the last couple of days, every news report's all about cases surging, spiking, and they all blame Thanksgiving. Not a single one wants to blame Black Friday or just
Or
like
businesses being open in general.
exactly.
And I called it. Remember when I said I was like, they're gonna cases are gonna soar, but nothing's gonna close because we care. It's Christmas and you gotta go out and shop. And you can't go out and shop if everyone's quarantined in their homes.
Yeah.
So my anxiety's been through the fucking roof. Because I feel like I'm just in it and I'm just dealing with it, but also it's yeah, it's one of those moments in my life where I'm like, how lucky for those people that just have those work at home jobs that nothing really changed for them, and this is just, I don't know, I guess something's changed for everybody, if that's any consolation to myself. I'm out here consoling myself like a true fucking child of divorce.
I don't even I don't even need to be here. You could just do this thing full circle, come back to you know what? I'm doing great then. So
yeah, when I told you I have 3 therapists, they're all me.
yeah, it's like that. It's like at the end of a movie where the camera pans out and it's like you talking to yourself on 3 different Zoom meetings.
I'm like, well, if it makes you feel any better, Caitlin, I think you're doing really well, and I think you're just not giving yourself enough credit in some departments.
Hey, that'd be great then, because all that money you're spending on therapy is all cycling hopefully back to yourself. Hopefully that's not going to some weird random Venmo accounts.
Okay.
Yes.
What
were you gonna say?
I don't know.
I
just wanted to get out of the territory of my therapy.
We got some questions and stuff like that before we play some quizzes and do all that. The first one is actually it's kind of based on a conversation I was having with someone recently, but she wanted to know, have you ever experienced a partner of yours or family member who posts really bad pictures of you? When you were together, they would post on Facebook or social media. Because she was wondering, she said that she had a boyfriend who did that all the time, and she wondered if it was something to do with insecurity on his half, so he was purposely picking the worst pictures of her to post up. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Is she dating my ex? She's like, did he do this for you? Is it just me? Yeah, definitely. And it would always I had actually my one of my exes posted on my birthday. Like it was sweet and stuff, but it was the main picture he posted. It was like a whole series of them. I was like eating a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mid bite, eating a sandwich, like not wearing makeup. I was like, that's kind of rude.
That is
Um,
fucked up.
yeah, he had some weird jealousy issues too. So I think maybe it is intentional, honestly. But you would think like dudes would be like, I don't know, because I think women are like, this is all very generic and binary, but I don't know. I feel like more of my female friends in the past have wanted to post like the hot pictures of their boyfriends and like, and like generally like guys just like don't want to post photos of their girlfriends on Instagram. It's like a whole thing.
I uh I feel like I'm no matter who it is, whether it's a partner, family member, friend, I feel like I'm like I think about like what filters, what I want, like all this stuff. Like I try to be so because the reason why this got brought up is we were talking about this thing, and I have a family member actually. Very hesitant to even like go too deep onto it on the off chance they ever watch this. But my sisters will know certainly who I'm talking about. We have a family member, and it is like known like among other family members, like it's fucked up, like the pictures that they choose to post on social media. It's like all flash, no filter. It's angles that like should not exist on a human being. Like I don't even know where they're posted up at, like during the parties when we are together, that they would like have these angles. But it's like chins on top of chins type angles and
You're
stuff
like,
that
how did they get this picture of me like on the toilet? What? Who the
it's
hell
like
is in the bathroom with me?
it's like National Geographic. It's like you see contours and lines and like depression marks. Like it's fucked up.
What are depression?
What are the-
What is a depression mark?
just all of this, really. All of this with the flash and no. You know,
No,
On Zoom they have like
yeah,
that option where it's like touch up, and it's like none of that. It's like touch down.
yeah. It's like what my face is covered in when I open the camera to do like a cute selfie, and then I'm just like, never mind.
That's what they all look like. Is they all look like the up, like just like. Oh,
The
it
unpostable photos. Yeah, that sucks. Sounds like
and
they have
it's
some issues.
with like the nicest camera too. Like it's all that with like a like $1,000 camera with like a $1,000 flash on the camera. It's fucked up. Um,
Well, yeah, and I don't know if it was like I I don't know specific. I did also have one ex post a photo of me giving him a blowjob on Instagram with a clown or no, it was an ice cream emoji over his penis. And it was
Lord.
when I started dating someone else and he was really pissed off and
And you posted this or the person did?
he posted it. I
Oh
didn't
fuck! I
post
thought you
it.
said you did. Okay. Oh, that's
No, and
fucked up.
I messaged him and I was like, "Hey, this is the uh what is it? The revenge porn law in California and I can completely like charge you for this and you can go to jail for up to 10 years. So please take this down." And he took it down right away. 'Cause he's
Oh
an idiot.
hell yeah! You like to
The
see swift
ladies.
justice on this podcast. All right. That being said, let's get into some voicemails. Voicemails.
How's that soundbird board work? The soundbird. We're both
Yeah, we're both
I
sailing.
yeah,
We're both.
I gotta I gotta warn people. I in first of all, like I don't know. I
Whoa.
I don't know. I just the sun goes down so early and I get so tired and 10 o'clock now feels I feel like I'm staying up until 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes are like I'm struggling to keep them open. I just want to yawn. I feel like the sleepy time, like the celestial seasonings bear in the wintertime.
Yeah,
I just always want to be wearing a sleeping cap and having like an herbal tea and in a rocking chair.
absolutely. My excuse is I watched the Fresh Prince reunion thing earlier on HBO Max, and it's just been weighing on me ever since. So we have our,
Oh.
reasons why things have been going crazy today. Yeah, it was it was just so good. I got choked
Oh,
up
it
a
was
couple
good.
times. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I
I gotta
know.
watch that.
I genuinely got choked up a couple times. It was fucking sick.
It's on HBO.
HBO Max, my friend.
I think I have that. I just watched all the Mandalorians. Okay,
That's
anyway.
Disney
What
Plus.
whatever, man.
They're
Oh,
all the
what
same.
no, what did I watch on HBO? What
Friends.
else is on there?
That's the only reason why I got
This is
it.
great content.
Yeah, let's get into it, voicemail. You're
What's
right.
on HBO?
All right, let's. This one just hot and fresh, right? Right straight from the oven. Let's get on this one. Just came in.
What is the worst unpopular, strange international Christmas song? Is it Six White Boomers, the Australian one, or Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey, originating from, you guessed it, Italy?
What? I don't get that. 16 white donkers? What was that?
Wait, do you know who that was?
I do. It's someone from Canada. So,
Oh, okay.
so it's someone who, for us, technically is international. So now I'm curious what the. Wow, Canadians know a lot about how others like celebrate the holidays around the world. I had no idea about either of those two things.
I don't understand that voicemail at all. Can you play it one more time?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all good. We're going to play it one more time.
What is the worst unpopular, strange international Christmas song? Is it Six White Boomers, the Australian one, or Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey, originating from, you guessed it, Italy?
I feel so bad. I honestly don't. I've never heard of either of those songs, and I don't know if I know any like international Christmas songs. I feel very on the spot now. I know like
Yeah,
Feliz Navidad, which is not even really Christmas. It's just someone wishing you a Merry Christmas. Well, yeah, it says right there, Happy New Year, whatever.
It's Merry Christmas. But yeah, I don't either. I feel like such a ignorant American, but also to be completely fair, I don't know many songs in general compared to you or much music or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. So I'm surprised you haven't heard of either of those ones, but I'm curious. We should look into what those songs are and then maybe give a response.
We'll bookmark it. We'll come back to that one because that donkey song actually sounds kind of sick. What is? Do you have a least favorite? I know you don't know many holiday songs, but do you have a least favorite holiday song in general?
Yes, what's that Beatles one? Oh, it's
The
the
John Lennon
not
one?
Beatles, the Simply Having
Paul
a
McCartney.
Wonderful Christmas Time. Yeah,
I love that
that's
song.
I I don't I literally like that's like you could play that while waterboarding me, like
I know.
that's what it makes me think of, or like someone just like getting axe murdered in their apartment, like that one there there was this one serial killer in Britain that would always like have guys over to his house and like party with them and stuff, and then he would play that like he would like play songs like that were like
Oh,
very like
that's fucked
intense
up.
and popular and like driving. Yeah. But so that's what I imagine when I hear that song. I don't understand why that's allowed to be a song.
I know most people that's their go-to one, and I get it. And as someone who has worked in retail, has worked in retail during the holidays, I understand why like a song like that is absolutely torture during this time of year. If you have to hear it a lot, but man, I these days that song hits me like a glass of fine wine. It's just so good, and I know everyone's like it's goofy as fuck, and I'm like it is. I love it. The John Lennon also made he made that Christmas time song. I forget what it's called. Something like War's Over, Christmas Time's Here, whatever. Oh, it's such a fucking boring song. Everyone's always like that's like the better of like the solo Beatles Christmas songs.
I hate I hate that song. I fucking hate it. It like especially because I think I've like it'll just mock me during the holidays when I'm having a miserable, horrible fucking time. And I don't always have a miserable, horrible time, but like the last few years have definitely been difficult holidays. Obviously like leading up to or like after my mom died and stuff that was awful, and like definitely quite a few growing up that were very hard with like my family's just kind of fucked up, and I think a lot of people with fucked up families that don't like all come together and bury the hatchet over Christmas time and just have a good time and appreciate and unconditionally love each other. But the actual fucked up families where like no one's talking anymore and everyone's alone on Christmas and like getting drunk or whatever. Yeah, it like feels like it's just like intentionally mocking you when you're like walking around in that state.
I can feel that. My least favorite, I would say, is probably the 12 Days of Christmas song. Too many days. They could have cut it by 6.
I agree.
Let's get into another one.
Jesus would though, like you know how people are like, it's my birth week or it's, you know, my birth month. He's like, I get 12 days.
I know, what a selfish bastard. Ugh.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Kick rocks, JC.
Just wondering what unsolved murder case you would most want to know who the killer is.
It's a good one.
Oh,
Unsolved murder case that you'd
yeah,
want to know.
right now for me it's definitely Elise Lamb, the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah. Ooh, fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because they say we'll have to do like a whole episode about that. So I won't spend too much time on. But it's been a minute since I've reviewed it, or since I reviewed it since they brought me the case folder. They found her like, I know like the video and like all the stuff leading up to it, but her actual death, she was found like in a water storage thing, or what was it?
In the water supply. People were like drinking dead woman water at the hotel for like a week.
And they said that
yeah,
it would be like impossible for a human to like get in there themselves, right?
I think it would have been very difficult. And it was like closed after her and stuff, you know, and it wasn't locked, but the way up to the thing was locked. Which, how did she get in through there? Which of course like could be a maintenance thing or whatever, but the elevator footage is the freaky part, obviously. And just like that hotel in particular is just, you know, it's strange to think of a Canadian tourist, like college girl, just sort of like ending up staying there of all places. Because it is super like, that's sort of, you know, you go there to go on a bender, or like if you're
it's a fucked up place. Yeah.
Wasn't it like Richard Ramirez like used it?
Yeah.
To kill people, and it's like a lot of junkies and you know, like, you know, sex workers, obviously, like just like kind of hide out there for days. It's just like a scene.
Seedy.
It's not like, I don't know, like there's so many motels, like I feel like you end up in Burbank or something, you know, like not at Cecil Hotel in like on Skid Row. So that part of it is weird to me, and also just like the fact that the evidence was, you know, could be speculated to have been tampered with, because there is like time missing from the video footage, and they also altered the speed of the video footage for the media release, which is just a weird thing to do. So there's like some police tampering too, which usually is like when they want to just rule something as solved. And I believe it was I think they did. I can't remember now if they ruled it a suicide or not, but it just seemed like one of those things where they're like covering something up, whether it's just a homicide that they don't want to investigate or whatever it is. And then the other case for me, and technically the case isn't unsolved, but the Chris Watts murder case, I feel like his like girlfriend who went into witness protection, there's so much evidence to suggest that she was involved, but he confessed so early in the case, and he's never implicated her, and he's always like held that like she never had anything to do with it, but like she erased all of her cell phone history the day before he murdered them. And
wasn't she like Googling the wife they found like a year or two before, something to that effect?
Yeah, she had like Google searches for Shanann, who is Chris Watts's wife that was murdered. yeah, like a year before their affair allegedly began. So like why is that? And then yet she told the police that she like didn't even know about Shanann. And like it just all this stuff sort of stacks against her. And I do feel like it is, obviously it's solved. She didn't kill them, he did. But what bothers me about like just the whole case is to me still so mysterious because there wasn't a trial. There's so much less evidence there is than
Yeah.
there is in a lot of other cases that are, like where they would dig up all this stuff normally. And like it just even like I feel like I don't even understand like just having no history of violence, no drug addiction, no, like anything to suggest that you're just gonna like meet a woman and then decide to like kill
Yeah.
your existing family that you seemed to be. I feel like they need to check his fucking brain for something. Like
Yeah.
there's just something about that case that feels unresolved to me because it's not a mystery, but it is just it's so like fucking random and confusing.
I feel that. I the one for me I'd say is the classic since the 90s, the JonBenet Ramsey one.
Oh yeah.
Which again, it's one I haven't really dug into in a minute, but I remember the last time I got into it, it seemed like all signs pointed to that her brother probably did it, and her parents knew that and weren't trying to cover that up.
Mm.
Um, and obviously I don't know like for sure, but there's so many weird. Again, we'll have to do like a full unsolved mystery murder episode eventually, or do a series down the line. But
I feel like we're just going to evolve into a true crime podcast and there's just nothing
Yeah.
we can do to stop it, but that's fine. Um
Hello, murderinos, and welcome to.
Yeah.
We just,
I
like,
mean, there's so
absolve, like-
many now. But honestly, like I just listened to a couple of my favorite actually, well, it was two different of my favorite podcasts that are huge true crime podcasts and they covered like the Watts thing and I was sitting there screaming because I was like, no, like that's it, not that it's inaccurate, but you're missing so much information. And it's because I watched that documentary like twice
No.
and then I was like watching YouTube videos for 12 hours
Oh,
on
boy.
it. So I feel like we should just be we might as well.
Oh boy, this is like
You can't beat them, join them.
the dark like descent of Caitlin D is like I started watching like these YouTube theory.
I will solve these cases. No, Kurt Cobain also. Yeah.
Very interesting one. Love and Death, the book. If you've never checked it out, please do. There's a lot of I mean, sometimes I hear like the conspiracy theories around it, and sometimes I'm like a little iffy on it, but then I've heard you read that book and there's a lot of interesting notes about the amount of heroin that they found in his body as compared to like what they think he would have been capable of doing, including like shooting himself with the shotgun, which like a lot of experts say like with the amount of heroin that was in his body, it seems very improbable that he would have been able to have done something so because it wasn't just like a handgun, it was like a shotgun. Like they say that there's a lot of weirdness around that. There's a lot of weirdness surrounding phone calls that Courtney Love had placed that week and the way I don't know. I'd have to again. There's a lot to it that I had to like review before like spouting off on it because I don't remember. It was so long ago, but I do remember that there was a lot of inaccurate things that were going on that week.
Yeah, it was one of those. I think like there were. I remember I've listened to the case on different podcasts and I've read about it too, and it's very confusing and hard to sort of parse out. And it seems like it could have been a few different people, but I've never felt like confident about guessing anyone in particular. But what you said about the heroin just reminded me about the Watts case that drives me crazy.
Oh boy!
Is they
All roads lead
found
to
like
Watts.
I can't get off this case for some reason, but they found her blood alcohol content level was like as if she had had like 3 or 4 like
Who?
cocktails. Shanann, I'm sorry, Shanann Watts. When they did the autopsy,
Oh really?
her blood alcohol content was as if she had taken like 3 shots, and she everyone in her life was like she just didn't drink.
Well,
She like
interesting.
had lupus and like wasn't she had all these like illnesses and like she wasn't a drinker, and also she had gotten home that morning at 2 a.m. from like a trip and gone to bed
Yeah, so it wasn't like she would have been
It's
like
like,
out partying or doing whatever.
but and like, how do you like force someone to drink alcohol? So
Yeah.
it's like it just makes no sense.
Interesting. All right, we'll definitely have to do a full Chris Watts episode. It's just we have to. Okay, let's jump ahead to another
Anyway, yeah,
voicemail.
don't ask me that question for voicemail.
Hey, I was curious what your all's favorite sleeping positions were, both when you're alone and when you have a buddy or two or three.
Oh,
A lot of sleeping buddies. Um,
like Prince Charming.
I'm the same always. What do they call it's like a prenatal like
Sideline.
Yeah, belly on the side.
That's the massage term, and
Yeah,
only the massage term for lying on your side.
Well,
Side sleeper is the normal.
I know that actually about the massage thing because not anymore, but like when I moved to Sonoma County, my asthma was so bad. It was like never like it was the first time like I'd moved here and whatever was in the air here like really did not agree with me. And then when I'd get massages, I'd have to do like that side thing because I couldn't breathe when I was laying face down. And that's when they told me, they're like, this is called the prenatal, like whatever they call it. What do you call it? What is that called officially?
It's prenatal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah. And so I'd like lay on. It's so funny in retrospect. Like, I was like on my side and like the things they were trying to do. And like, I remember like it was the first time I could finally breathe during massage. So I was like, especially like, like.
Oh, man.
Anywho, that's what I also
So you're
do.
a side sleeper?
I'm like face down, sort of. It's like sort of half side, half like belly down. It's sort of like a half and half. It's not like,
Yeah.
'cause I'm not like full on to the side, but I'm also not full on like,
Like a frog?
Yeah, I have to get, for me, it's more about the pillow than anything else. Pillow has to be like perfectly like tucked in a certain position in my neck with my head at a certain angle, which means I'm very peculiar about. It's always just one pillow. Once I'm down, for the count, it has to be just like down to like the last pillow, and it has to be a pillow that isn't so bulbous that like my neck's like doing a fucked up thing like that, or else I'll wake up in pain the next day.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, I am like very weirdly particular. I actually, if I'm sleeping like with a partner in general, I sleep, I think, a little less like I'm maybe a little less OCD about stuff because I feel like I have to like tone it down a little bit.
Well, what is it that's going on what's going on San's partner that you would have to tone down?
Yeah, so I have like 4 pillows and I use all of them.
Holy shit, this is a system.
Yeah. So my right shoulder's been fucked up for a few years. I had an injury and it's just sort of chronic because of my job and my microphone stand just came out.
It's
so
the ghost of Chris Watts decision making.
Oh no, don't say that. He's alive.
Yeah, that's why it says his decision making ghost.
Wow, that was a bit of a thinker, Eric. But yeah, one of the pillows, like when I'm on my right side, because I'm also a side sleeper, and if I'm like feeling really like vulnerable or like kind of sad or upset, I'll want to sleep on my stomach. But otherwise, I just want to sleep on my side, and like usually I'll try to fall asleep on my back. But the reason 4 pillows, I could scale it down to 2, but I'm like not very comfortable sleeping without a pillow between my knees.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I dig that actually. So what about the other 3 then?
The other 3, one is, especially if I, have been running or walking a lot or standing a lot, I'll put a pillow under my feet as well because it actually keeps the circulation from like pooling at the bottom of your feet and the toxins and stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, you feel more refreshed, or I do. And my feet aren't like as sore if I just like elevate my feet while I'm sleeping. And yeah, one's just for hugging.
So wow, you have you really do have a true 4 stations. So you got head, hug,
Well,
knee,
head and
foot.
hug can be the same one if I'm on my left side, but if I'm on my right, I
How
have
does
to
that
prop
work?
it up because I literally because I just it's
Uh,
like this.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna screenshot that for like all future episode arts. Hi, we're here to talk about the MERS at the hands of Chris Watts.
Um, but if this is so boring, but yeah, if I'm on my right side, I need to use two because I need to create like a tunnel for my shoulder underneath it. And then if I'm with a man, usually I can just snuggle into that chest and I feel great about it and I just fall right asleep because I feel protected.
I like it. Okay. I want. Wait. What's this
I wonder if
tunnel
I
you
got a
speak of?
gun if I if I would sleep better.
Just sleep on the gun. You get rid of all 4 pillows and it's just the gun.
I literally thought today about getting it done because 2 nights in a row, sometimes I'll hear sounds upstairs, and I
Don't you
my
have people
room.
that live in the building though?
Yeah, but when my roommate's out of town, I get like paranoid because I'm on the ground level and I have just like some vindictive ex-boyfriends and shit.
Don't you? But
And
aren't there like normal people that ran above you?
yeah, no, there's just like it's like such a completely safe place to live. It's ridiculous. But I do think about I'm like got my guitar ready to just like smash someone over the head and it's
Oof,
just like
that would
someone
fucking hurt.
walking
Yeah.
above me. But I'm like convinced that someone's breaking into my house.
It's that Citizens app you got. It's always got you on like alert.
No, it's not that. It's like just knowing that I live in Los Angeles and I'm like a woman.
we become like a part of like a sort of a group chat with a friend of the show, Rachel, Ray David, guest just last week. And you guys have been like saying back and forth like these like, well, at least you have, of like the screenshots of your Citizen app. And I downloaded the Citizen app and I was like going to get in on it. And there's like nothing that happens in Santa Rosa. So there's
Yeah, I'm also like half a mile from downtown LA. So
Yeah.
there's like a little bit going on in my neighborhood.
there's not even like I was like trying to like expand it as like 50 miles out, 100 miles out. And there's just like all these things. There was like nothing for me to send. It was like so lame. It was just like police gathering on this street like 20 miles away. I was like, this isn't fun.
Well, and I like that we've started then like narrating them like sing
That's why I
sing
wanted
narrating them.
That's why I wanted to get in on it. And I had nothing. I had nothing.
Man exposing himself on Sunset in Bellevue.
Oh shit. Okay, let's get into this next one.
Hey, Goth Yearbook. It's your friend, Ray.
Hi.
Oh shit.
I have a couple of questions here for you. All right. Both of you. Who's your favorite Beatle and why? What's your favorite color? What is your favorite animal?
Okay, hold on. Let's
Like-
pause this because I'm gonna not remember all this. Okay, let's get through these ones quickly. Okay, who's your favorite Beatle and why? Do you have one, Caitlin? Do you even have a thought on that? I knew it. I was gonna say, do you even?
Yoko? I don't know.
Hey, fuck yeah, that's a good one. Do you have like do you have one that you could say like definitively? Nah.
No, I truly don't give a shit about the Beatles, and I am sorry to everyone. I'm not like just saying that because I think it's cool. I think like it's pretty lame that I just like don't connect at all with anything else anybody likes. It's very alienating. But I don't care about the Beatles. What about you?
I've said this before. I don't know if on necessarily on this podcast, but my favorite is Paul McCartney. He's typically the one that most people say is like their least favorite. He's my favorite though. I think the homie is like just a genius pop songwriter, melody maker, fool. Everyone always like gets down on him because of like near the end of their tenure. I'm assuming you probably don't know too much about their history then, but like most of the Beatles like quit because they were like annoyed at the fact that like Paul was like pushing them to like record music and like make albums and shit like that. And it's just really funny to me because John Lennon was like kind of an abusive piece of shit, and like all the rest of them were just kind of like doing heroin and like not being the best contributing members to like a band. And Paul McCartney, like his biggest like
He's like, come on, we're rock stars. Let's make music.
Yeah, like his biggest crime was that he's like, hey, like there's a lot of people that work at this record label for us, and we have families and stuff, and we like making music. Like maybe we should go in and make some more beloved music. And they're like, no, what an asshole. So it's like, I don't know, fuck the rest of them.
They're like Paul. A bit of heroin in it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
was that British?
It was something, that's for sure.
It started British, ended Australian. That's usually how it goes.
And then she said, "What's your favorite color?"
I like emerald green
because your eyes are green and you can make them pop with that.
I mean, that's not why.
Are you okay? You're freaking me out.
I told you I'm like very paranoid about someone breaking into my house right now.
I heard.
Hello?
Is that the way you go back? Hello, operator. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Do you have another one? Okay.
I like jewel tones.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's hard to say because I have different for wearing black, of course, like for looking at like maybe blue. I have like different colors for like different things.
Yeah, I also like everything is gray in my room, or like this color, like sandy mauve color, because that's like roughly what color my cats are. Also, I find it to be very relaxing and comfortable color, and it just doesn't look dirty, like,
yeah,
especially if you have a cat with gray fur, it always looks like it's just clean. So
I respect that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else our friend said here.
If you could be an animal, what animal would you be? And what's your favorite animal print to wear? Mine is leopard and tiger, for example.
I feel like there's gonna be more questions, so I'm gonna. And this is why we love you, Ray. Truly. So, if you could be an animal, what animal would you be?
That is a tough one. I think the dolphin.
Oh, that sounds right for you.
I feel like I've already been a dolphin, so maybe.
That sounds like that could be a Beatles song. I was already a dolphin.
Yeah, man. I mean, I want to choose like a dope ass hawk because they look so cool.
Yeah.
But like flying obviously would be amazing. But also, I just feel like it would be really like I feel like flying has to be so much harder than we think it is. Like they have the same gravity we do. They're just constantly trying to stay up there.
It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, and just seems like kind of a brutal. Honestly, like a lot of wild animals have like pretty brutal lives. So it's really hard to say. If I could be like the equivalent of Prince Charming, like a very well taken care of house cat,
that. Yeah,
and then just like sleep 20 hours a day and like, but like live in a neighborhood and have cat friends and stuff, and like he's busy. He's got a social life. He's educated. He stays in shape.
I would be a river otter.
I could see that for you. Yeah.
Just like laying on your back in the water, munching on your shit, They are so. That's me. I love you so much, river otters.
I also relate to those monkeys in Japan that sit in the hot springs all the time.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's so fucking sick. Monkeys are sick as fuck. And then what's your favorite animal print?
Leopard. I mean, I have to say leopard because I own so much leopard.
I always, I never know the difference. I always forget. What's the difference between cheetah and leopard? Is leopard just black and like gold or whatever you want to call it, and then cheetah is more like has like a little bit like the orange, like it's like black surrounding like kind of like an orange or red circle sort of thing?
I think in fashion, a lot of cheetah does get called leopard.
So what's because there is one where it's just like
I don't know.
Black and yellow.
Honestly, that's not. I'm not an expert.
Okay.
Sorry. Giraffe print is cool too.
Giraffe. So that's like the same thing too, then, right?
No, giraffe is more just like random splotches,
Okay.
but like sort of symmetrical, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Leopard and cheetah, I mean, if you held two up in front of me, I could probably tell you the difference, but like I can't visualize them distinctly enough to really, I don't know,
I like
answer that.
brown cow stunning, as Monique Hart does on RuPaul when she's wearing like that like cow
Oh,
print,
yeah.
and she's like brown cow stunning. She like I feel for her in that moment. Okay, let's see what else. There's more to this question from our dear beautiful friend Ray. Let's hear the rest.
Who's your favorite superhero? And lastly, who would you want to play you in a movie? Okay, can't wait to hear. Kiss, kiss, bye.
Oh, I that was so touching at the end there, like a Gossip Girl.
Kiss, kiss.
Who is your favorite superhero?
Um, I think it's Batman.
Yeah.
And he's like the most toxic one. I just have the worst taste in men in general.
Who would be the best though? I mean, they all. Well, yeah, no, he is for sure because he's like a rich playboy. He doesn't even have like actual true superpowers. He's just like a rich asshole who has like abandonment issues from his parents and like is probably
Same
like,
baby.
yeah.
Wait, is this favorite superhero like that we look up to or that we want to bang, or is it like just
I don't. I mean,
Wonder Woman's tight? I guess is the feminist answer.
you sound very you sounded very convincing on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would say Batman's mine too. I don't really, truth be told, I don't really know much about most of the other ones. And I kind of like that Batman is dark, mysterious, man. He's fucked up.
Yeah, he's got the goth bat thing. I mean, obviously, like look at us, that we both obviously liked. Also, yeah, I mean, I like that he is, he's a man of mystery. He's basically he's like goth Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Man's like a fucking jock, dude. Basically.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, like hot nerd.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he's more hot nerd than the other. Yeah, you're right. And then who would you want to play you in a movie? Rick Moranis for me, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know yours better than mine. Who do you think for me?
I can see.
No.
It's so hard to say, and I always hate to kind of go down that route because like you could tell someone that's like the most beautiful actress or actor on earth, and people will find like a reason to be offended by it when you tell them. You could be like, "Oh, you look like fucking Tom Selleck," and they'd be like, "Excuse me."
Well, it's not about who I look like; it's about who like could play me.
I could see Kristen Stewart playing you.
That was who I wanted, but I didn't want to say it.
Really?
Yeah, because I also was like, I don't really feel like I look anything like her.
I feel like she could capture your vibe. Like if someone does like the Goth Yearbook After Hours biopic like 20 years from now, I could see her like catching the vibe. Like she like would understand, like she'd get a little bit of the pathos, the cynicism, the wit. She'd get it.
No, I would fucking love that. She's like, I always say I'm on the like spectrum of sexuality, like very hetero, but she's like the only woman that I can like really imagine banging the shit out of.
Yeah.
So I would love her to play me in a movie. That's so fucked up.
Okay, real quickly before we get to quizzes, I forgot that there's two quick written ones. First of all, if you were to paint your fingernails right now, what color would you paint them? Black isn't a choice. You always have a specific color you always paint yours, which is...
I always have black. Oh, no, I have like 3 nail polish colors. It's black, nude, and green.
Yes.
Like the forest green.
Mine would be metallic silver. That's what I always get when I get my feet done. It's like the shimmery, like that shimmery metallic-y silver look, kind of like Billy Corgan's pants that he wears in the Bullet with Butterfly Wings music video from the 90s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have gray.
That's good. And then, how do you know a friendship is over versus holding a grudge?
Oh,
A quick
boy.
answer. Quick answer question.
Honestly,
You know when it's over.
if you know, you know. Yeah, if you're like trying harder than the other person is trying, I don't know, just walk away. Like, you don't need
Yeah,
that shit.
I feel that. Well, fuck. In that case.
But also, like, then just don't hold a grudge.
Oh well, yeah.
You know, like you don't have to be mad at someone for them to just not be your friend anymore. You know, I feel like I was I'll make this quick, but I was talking to two of my friends that are like in their mid or early 20s, and
Whoa, called out.
they were talking about like one of them was talking about these issues that she was having with her friends, and like the amount of fighting that they were doing about this issue. I was like, yeah, I feel like honestly at this point when I have like friends that I have like huge issues that are like falling outs with, the falling out looks like us not talking for 6 months, and 6 months, and then like one of us will reach out and the other one will be like, I'm just like not in a place for this friendship. And the other one will be like, sure, cool, okay, cool, bye. And like that's our big feud, and
Right.
like it just becomes less dramatic. So there's no reason to like hold a grudge. Like you're not gonna like everyone, not everyone's gonna like you. It's fine.
I feel that. I like that. I feel like that was succinct too. That was like a perfect way to resolve that for this person. And that's perfect because it means we're just in time for personality quizzes.
Dear God.
Okay, are you ready? I scoured the dredges of the internet to find a personality quiz that's just right for our guest this evening. Our guest this evening is ourselves. And for the one that I'm giving Caitlin, this was developed by Sammy, SAMI, on September 8th, 2020. And 2 people have liked it. 10 questions. Are you ready to find out if you have the right zodiac sign?
Oh,
You're a Taurus.
I can't wait.
So we'll find out. Just a quiz to see what zodiac sign you should really, all caps, be. What is
my ascendant is Libra, so just no spoilers, but
what's
just wanna
your
put that
I
out
forget,
there.
but what's your moon?
My moon is Virgo.
Okay. What did you just say your ascendant was? Libra?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. All right. What is your favorite color? Periwinkle or silver, red or orange, yellow or green, or blue or purple?
I like the periwinkle silver combo.
I do too. You're going with that one? Okay. What is your favorite animal? I don't like animals / none of the following. It's always weird when they put out order. The following being fish, birds, or dogs / cats.
Dog / cats.
Relationship ? I'm too awkward for a relationship. I'm not dating until college. I have tons of guys falling for me. Which one do I choose? Or I'm in love. And then parentheses, in a relationship or just a huge crush.
I'm in love.
What Hogwarts house?
Name is Prince Charming.
Hell yeah. Which of the 4 Hogwarts house are you in? Have you ever taken a quiz and found out?
Yeah, I'm in Slytherin.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yikes.
Whoops. What would you rather be doing right now? Anything else? Skydiving or hiking a steep mountain? Anything
Hot.
exciting. Reading a good book in a quiet little coffee shop. Crying my eyes out while watching a good movie. Or on a romantic date with my boyfriend / girlfriend.
If I could get like some rest first, I would love to go skydiving right now because I've actually been trying to think of like how can I get a really good scream in these
Ooh.
days, just like fucking screaming and screaming and screaming. And I feel like I actually had a thought of jumping out of a plane the other day. So,
Well, there you go. What the fuck? Do you like... Wow, I did not see this when I first did this. Do you like Harry Potter? It's okay, I guess. No, not really. Yes, all caps, or yeah.
There's no I did before I knew that J.K. Rowling was a turfy
That'd probably be like the yeah because
POS.
it's like a little non-committed. Like yeah,
I
but
do, honestly, I do. I want to watch Goblet of Fire right now, but I just I can't get on board anymore. And
right.
it's a bummer. It's a huge fucking bummer. And I lost my wand from Harry Potter World, and I think it's
Ugh,
a sign.
I bow
My
my head.
my $60 wand.
Terrible. What's so
Yeah, the yeah.
the yeah. Okay. Yeah. What is your favorite class in school? Electives? What? English, math/science, or history?
English.
History. Hell yeah. Samesies. What would you do with $10,000? Save it, go on an exciting trip, start a business, or donate it?
Donate it to a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills for some dope ass titties. No. I guess honestly, at this point in my life, I would probably save it.
Hell yeah.
So lame.
Fuck yeah. Hey, $10,000, that's like a good saving dollar amount. What can you be found doing on a Saturday night? Schoolwork, spa night with your best friend, watching a movie, or partying hard? Andrew WK style.
Well, this Saturday was a bit of a partying hard by myself mostly. And a little bit of spa night in there as well. So, but I'm gonna go with spa night with my best friend because honestly,
That sounds accurate.
yeah, I Saturday was before pre-lockdown. You should probably find me at the spa, so I'm gonna go with that.
Why are you taking this quiz? And then in parentheses, yes, your answer on this one will affect your results.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. It was just a good thing to know. I was trying to prove a point. Just a random burst of curiosity. I don't know. I felt like it.
I don't know. I felt like it.
Hell yeah. All right. You're going to calculate these results right now. For 30%, you got water. You're either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You are very sensitive and sentimental. You tend to hold on to people and items with sentimental value. Your emotions are always flowing. But since you got 30%, you could be also Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You're wise, stable, romantic. You're a great lover and have a bright future. So,
Well, great. I'm all of that. I'm actually I have almost no water in my chart. My Scorpio is something. Something's in Scorpio or Scorpio is in something, but I don't know.
your Scorpios in heat.
My Scorpio is in
Hiding.
hiding. Yeah, in the witness protection program. Prince, did you hear that sound Prince just made?
That was him.
I don't know what that was.
I could hear something.
I'm scared. It looks like a peacock tail, and you just did that.
That's so shitty that my peacock tail is like just white.
You're like an albino peacock.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a quiz developed by Bree, B-R-E, August 2nd, 2020.
Okay.
User rating is a 2.0 out of 5. So and it is called What is Your Personality?
Oh shit. Oh damn, this is like
It's
ultimate.
the final boss. Yeah. Question 1. Are you positive? Sort of. Yes, all caps, or heck no.
One more time?
Sort of. Yes, all caps.
Yes,
or
all caps.
Heck no. Okay.
Hack no.
Oh, Nelson Mandela just hijacked my
I just
computer.
saw that. I saw your whole face just went dark.
Ooh,
Did your computer just completely turn off?
Ghost of Nelson Mandela. No.
Okay.
Okay. Going back. Okay, so are you positive? Yes. Next question. What is your favorite color? Why is this always a question?
That's so funny.
Black and red, anything pastel, blue, pink, or rainbow.
For this one, I'm gonna say black and red.
Shout out Ray David.
Fuck yeah. I didn't even
What
know where
is-
you're going with that. And I just immediately. That's how positive I am. I didn't even know where you're going with that. I'm immediately like, fuck yeah.
Cowabunga, bitch. 3. What is your favorite season? Winter, spring, fall, or summer?
Fall.
Oh, happy favorite.
It's thank you. Can you hear my throat making that noise? It's like, "Mrrr."
What's going on over there?
I don't know. I'm dying.
Well, this is the perfect question then, because it's question 4. What age do you prefer to die at?
About 5 seconds.
I
from now.
hope it's 34. That's how old you
Wait,
are, right?
No, I was gonna say, where'd that just
How
come
old are
from?
you?
I'm 32. I'm younger than you.
Oh
I
shit!
know, it
I
seems
thought you
like
were
I-
a year older than me.
I know it feels like that, but
How dare you? Okay, what
about
age
to be
do you
33 in January. Shouts out Aquarius.
what age do you prefer to die at? 60, 20, 80, 40, or 100?
100. I want to go all the way.
Okay, 5. Would you rather be a emo or a goth?
Oh, you already fucking know.
Emos and goths are ugly.
Oh,
I'd rather be a tomboy, goth, or you neither.
the one that's just like
Goth.
goth. Fuck. Oh, great quiz. Who made this?
Bree, BRE.
Shit.
I'll give Bree 5 stars to bring up the rating.
Yes, please do.
4,539 people have taken it. That's like more than I've listened to this podcast.
Damn. Bree is snatching all of our listeners to be playing this fucking quiz.
Okay, do you like princesses? Sort of. No, princesses should burn on all caps.
Jesus.
Like them, I love them. Nah, or yeah.
Just like, yeah. I don't like, not out here like celebrating or dis-celebrating them.
Getting a little repetitive now, sorry. What color do you wear? Black and maybe a little white, blue and green, paint all pink, cheetah print and pastel colors, or black and red?
Actually, this won't be black and white because I always try to find like the white version of band shirts, and then I'll wear them with like black jackets and black pants.
So speaking of fashion, how important is fashion? Important, very important, a bit, not really that important, or least important thing in the world?
Just important, not like very important, but important. It says it's your window into your soul for people who meet you.
Indeed. What color
Something
lipstick?
Tan would say on Queer Eye, I imagine.
Any dark color. What color lipstick was the question on
Yeah.
deck? Any dark color, red or orange. I'm gonna get murdered.
Your paranoid shit is crazing me out right now. It's awesome.
No, I hate it. I don't wear lipstick, black or hot pink.
I don't wear lipstick, unfortunately, Bree. I'm sorry. I don't mean to chastise you, Bree, but I don't.
Okay, last question. What do you think your personality is? Tomboy, girly, goth or emo, fashionista, or princessy?
I'm gonna say, gosh, I'm gonna say probably like a princess.
Princessy?
Yeah.
You are a tomboy. You love sport. Camo pants, your style.
Well, you know what? This is actually, we always talk about how like the the quiz knows all because first of all, I do fucking love sports, and secondly, in the early to mid 2000s when I was going to a lot of hardcore shows, I wore a shit ton of camo shorts, which was like the look at the time you'd wear those with like the black band shirt and like the Saucony shoes and
Camo,
shit.
camo pants at your style.
Yeah, fuck, Bree sees right through me. So fun because I even like at the very end, I like threw in that princess, which I felt was a little accurate. And everything else, I was like, oh, it's gonna like guy. And I was saying like I was so positive and all this shit. Like I thought for sure I was gonna get that, but Bree saw through my fucking shit and just called me out as what I was, which is a tomboy.
This website honestly kind of freaked me out with its accuracy.
Yeah. Well,
It's deadly accuracy.
this was perfect because we hit exactly an hour. So before we head out, like just real quickly, what did you learn tonight?
I learned, I guess, that Paul McCartney was a tool beetle.
Hell yeah! If we walked away with anything, and that's what I wanted you to learn.
Yeah.
I learned that Chris Watts' wife had like an unusual amount of alcohol in her system before she was murdered.
Yep, that's an important detail.
Yep.
Makes no sense.
So, in other words, otherwise, thank y'all for tuning in. As always, Caitlin, thank you for being the co-host with the Mo-host. Gonna say good night. Good night,
All right.
bro.
Bye, bro.